Crown check name black job by Ken. And you two one job by that beer we are away. Oh, party. DK Jefferson Yangwe. And your way. Your ma happy move, but 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 your ma grandchi there, but your crown you at you a day. Tio crown you at you. Tio crown you at you a beer a day. Ana ubla job by you. From black crown job by Kenny, black job by Kenny.
Could you all please stand? Let us pray. Brother, we're going to pray you and your Savior where you come. I go and says here, I clever or what Gia, you know, or what you know, that girl you want clever, what are you done? Poor forgive you, swap. And then they are one you are here. I see you no Jackson. I see you no Babu. I see you no you want clever, you walk by us on clever outway. I'm clever upon see you swallow the clever. Dear Robin in you. Thank you. Please be seated. A tribute to Honorable Jackson N. WONDE Sr. Dodi Kapi Momo Penio. First, I want you to understand what the word KRAHN means. And then I will explain what Dodi means as well. I am paying tribute to my Dodi, the Honorable Jackson N. WONDE. KRAHN means covenant or agreement in the KRAHN language. The KRAHN people got their name in the beginning of time when they made a KRAHN or covenant with God so that they may be God's chosen people, that they will worship no other God besides Daniel Yosua. Hence, the KRAHNs are remnants of ancient African Jews that originated from the white and blue Nile Valley in Ethiopia, Egypt, and Sudan. This belief in our Jewish heritage is upheld today after more than 3 millennia of existence as a people, a nation, or populace. It is represented by the KRAHN that is placed in the middle of most KRAHN villages and towns to commemorate the KRAHN or agreement the KRAHN people made with Nyoswa. There are many KRAHN subgroups: Chien, Kane, Kobo, Kunabo, Tuau, Clio, Sabao, Purobao, Niabo, Bobo, Babo, Nizo, Kaupunyo, Bo, Plo, Bazon, Claro, Tuau, now Zilabam. But among these subgroups, the Chiens and Babos and Nizos are Dodis. Now let us come to the word Dodi. It means of the same mother. It is a rich KRAHN Jewish tradition and custom that started more than 6 centuries ago by the Chien and Babo people. It first took root at the banks of Dubu, commonly called Kavala River. It was there that the Dodi tradition was specifically and originally initiated by the Chien and Babo subgroups of the KRAHN people. History has it that during the great migration from East to West Africa, enemies of the KRAHN people were pursuing them. And as God's chosen people and descendants of the house of Israel, the KRAHNs decided to get on bended knees to praise Nyoswa, Groba, to rescue them from the cruelty of the enemies. So first the KRAHNs went to the Bagwim, the high priest and the intercessor between God and his people. They asked the high priest to intercede on their behalf to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the high priest demanded that the KRAHN nation slaughter 7 unblemished sheep in order to make sacrifice to the great Creator so that their sins might be forgiven. And behold, the people obeyed the request of God's servant, and when the sheep were killed and put in the fire to roast, the smoke from the burnt offering went upward toward heaven, from whence cometh the help of the KRAHN people. Thus God heard their prayers. Amen? Amen. And promised timely intervention. Then all the men, the elders, the young and the old were gathered at the waterfront before the holy altar of God to give praise and thanks and to partake of the sacred meal called Boa. Except the Bible group, they had stayed behind to protect the old, the feeble, the women, and the newborn babes who were vulnerable and were unable to run from the enemies. The people all washed their hands in order to eat Boa, the sacred meal of the Passover feast. And as soon as the Boa was almost finished from the sacred bowl, here come the Bibles with their greedy selves. The head of the Bible group said to the chair elder, Dodi, what are you eating? We are celebrating the feast of the Passover, the chair elder stated. Come and join us. The chair elder invited his Bible brethren. And the Bibles cleared the table until not a grain was left in the sacred bowl. Oh, Bible, you are dead yet, debater. Then all of a sudden, a miracle occurred. The skies opened up and down fell a very big cotton tree. It was so huge and long that it fell across the Dubu from the Ivorian side to the Liberian side. That will become the promised land for the KRAHN people. And all the KRAHN people, men, women, children, and the elders crossed safely to what became known as Liberia, the land of liberty, the land of the free. But when the enemies of the KRAHN people came chasing after the KRAHNs, it is said that a strange creature called Zir Godwin rose from beneath the Kavala River and sank the cotton tree the enemies were crossing on. And the enemies all fell into the Kavala River and got drowned. Thus, with jubilation, the KRAHN people built their home in the promised land and had many decades of successful farming, and the KRAHN people increased a zillion-fold. Well, look how easy it is for man to forget when life turns in his favor. And so it was on that one day in the KRAHN village, a Bible man and a chairman got into an altercation, and eventually they shed each other's blood. The elders got angry and fined both men 12 goats, 12 cows, and 12 sheep. And the two men obeyed their elders. And then the elders instructed the chains and Bibles, you are dodis. I'm a dodio. No phone in that home. No to go bed that now. Anybody they told them you should never share each other's blood. Anybody who defies this traditional law will be eternally cursed. For this reason, the chains and the Bibles have been the best of friends, brothers and sisters. For this reason, the Bible man or the chain man can love to his friend's wife and nothing will come out of it. Bible man can go to a chain village or town and kill a chain man's goat or chicken, and the chain man cannot say "Fwing." That is why when I go somewhere with my wife where Bible people are gathered, I advise her before time to wash out. Especially when Robert Gay, my lady, is around. Robert Gay and Sumuo. Boyapa! Ao, Clavena, Boyapa! Katia. Jackson was authority every sense of the word. We were classmates at St. Philomena and at the University of Liberia. He married my cousin Moima, and I served as MC during their wedding in Monrovia. So, I just want to close by saying, never mind to all our dodis and our bidas. And to the widow Moima and her children, Jacqueline and Jackson Jr. and Tonia, I pray that you take courage in the Lord and you will strengthen your hearts. May Jackson rest in peace and may light perpetual shine upon him. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Moyo na geju na mo banyo niko. Weze de ko na mo de ko nyoni.